For the first topic for this week, the LR Hercule EZA finally happened. Finally. After what, 2 weeks? I think it was like 15 days or something like that. I believe September 29th was the first day that you could actually get the EZA done. So my question to all of you guys here, was it worth the wait? Was it worth the effort? And what are your general impressions on this unit? Because he is now an all types key +2 lead, 100% across the board. Causes colossal damage with a medium chance to stun. Causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and raises attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. And he has a great chance of a key +7, attack +77%, key +3, and defense +77% for 3 turns from the start of the turn. High chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack for 3 turns after receiving the attack. Attacked enemies attack -22% for 3 turns. That's a lot to take in. He looks good on paper. How do you guys feel about this unit? Let's begin, Talon. Let's start with you.
All right, so I literally just unlocked the guy and I just took him into a quick event real quick just to kind of test them out and everything like that. So initially when I saw this guy on paper though, when we got the data downloads and everyone was still saying, you know, oh, no content celebration, all that fun stuff. Okay, first off, he's obviously better, right? I mean, compared to pre-EZA LR Hercule, nobody touched this guy. Be honest with yourself, right? But post EZA, I can easily see people using him for maybe something like the OG Super Battle Road stage and everything like that. In terms of like Majin Buu Saga and everything, but I don't see people using him that much after the initial, testing him out and everything, and maybe using him in a stage or two because the Majin Buu Saga, just category itself is gigantic. World tournament category, still need a leader to this day. And Earthlings, while I know some people like to use it kind of as a meme team, again, most people don't use it. And Saviors, and not the greatest category. So I see people using it sometimes? Sure, absolutely. But as like a card you're going to use all the time and like, oh my gosh, he's 100% awesome and, really powerful and everything, not so much. At least that's just my personal opinion on it though.
Matt Stingen, you are a Super Battle Road aficionado. What do you think about this unit, and how do you think that this is going to translate in future Super Battle Road endeavors?
So it's interesting because I think Super Battle Road is probably one of the only places where he's good, because almost everything in his passive only lasts for 3 turns. So once you get 3 turns in, he doesn't have any defense unless you get the 18 key super. So short events like the Super Battle Road fights are probably going to be the place that you're going to use him, well, where he's going to be the best. But then what stages are you really going to use him on? Because he doesn't fit into sort of any of the categories that you can make for a super tech team. So he would just be on like a standard 120 super tech. And then, like you said, you could use him on a Majin Buu Saga team, but there's so many amazing options on that category now. Yeah, it's just a weird one for me because they have, obviously, as Talon said, he's massively improved, but I just don't see anywhere that I would use him personally. So it's a bit of a weird one, I think.
Gail, go ahead. I think you were about to say something. Sorry.
No, I was just going to add on, for a starting player, I think this unit will be great. A great addition on any team, to be honest. But I think his flaws come from his conditions. Like when you look at it on paper, like Talon said, he's good. Like the key +7, 77%, key +3, and defense 77%. But everything is conditional. Like it's only for 3 turns. It's a great chance. So it just adds up, and it's not amazing. His super attack effects both are fantastic, especially for SBR and whatnot. But it's his passive that lets him down quite a bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I haven't EZA'd him. I've been lazy, so I missed a few days here and there. Just gonna be completely honest. But I do agree with Ningen's point of view that he's probably pretty much made for Super Battle Road. Because generally speaking, if you're 5-7 turns into Super Battle Road, you're either eating a lot of items or you're just not going to make it through the entire event, right? So 3 turns, I think he really excels at that. The other thing that I guess you guys haven't mentioned but should consider is he probably is the good unit for the partner super for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because the exchange one, well, if he exchanges to Buu, then you don't get that extra buff to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right, for the partner super. So he might be the one unit you bring on rotation or you bring on the team for that Super Saiyan 3 Goku to make sure he always gets that partner super. So that's probably his use case scenario to like get you through Super Battle Road in that case. But like long-term events is probably not where he excels at all, to be honest.
So I think I was among one of the first, apparently in this group, to get this guy's EZA done, because I am one of those people who's very diligent about Dokkan. Every single day, I'm going into the Zenny shop, I'm buying whatever I need, just so I have more in reserve. Hey man, I'm a responsible Dokkaner, right? I do whatever I can to stay on top of things, and I'm a boy, Mass Ningen agrees. So Tiger, we'll start with this one with you. As far as this unit getting to this point, you have to spend what, 3 million Zenny a day or something crazy like that. It's basically
9, actually. It's 3 million per medal.
Yeah, so it's taking what it did before to the next level and really leaning in on that. I kind of feel like that speaks perfectly to the identity of Hercule, because it's all about money, money, money. And it's a different way to attain an LR and attain an LR EZA. So do you think that after all of that effort, all of that time, this unit was worth having for the simple diversity factor, or just his very unique skill set?
Well, the thing is, I think that, like, I do agree with you. I think it's very on brand for the unit and for the character, as far as like, costing a ton of Zenny to actually get him done. Do I think it's worth it? I mean, the thing is, like, in the end game, Zenny is not like super valuable. Like at this point, most people that play for a long time have, like hundreds of millions, if not over 1 billion Zenny. So I think that's totally fine. I agree with what everyone else said. Like, overall, I think it's a good EZA. It's a huge improvement from what it used to be. Obviously, it's making him relevant once again, but there are a lot of pieces, like a lot of parts of him that I'm not a huge fan of, like the fact that it's a great chance, even though it's 70%, there's still a 30% chance that this guy doesn't get that extra key, doesn't get the extra attack, and then he's not doing much damage at all. And then he loses his, key plus 3, defense was 77% after 3 turns, which also sucks. So there is a lot of good stuff, but I don't see myself using him a ton. And in fact, I mean, I'm still missing like 20 medals because I just keep forgetting because I don't really care that much about it. You know what I mean?
It's definitely not something you think about. You really have to be on.
I was saying, like, they should give us there should be a pop-up every single day when you're able to buy more medals, because like I'm not going into the Zenny shop, the Zenny section of the Baba shop every day, right? So I guess like I think it's good. I like him. I like the fact that it's still like Zenny to get the medals and all that stuff, but I think he's just good, but not amazing.
The overall reception has been, I guess, generally speaking, pretty lukewarm on this unit. But this is, of course, not the first LR EZA to have happened in Dokkan. And so where do you guys think this would rank in the glorious pantheons of the previous, 5 LR EZAs? What do we have? Like SBR Gohan,
7?
SBR Goku, Zamasu. I'm trying to list them out. You guys can help me out. Zamasu.
Global, we only have 3, don't we?
We have 3 on global right now.
We have 3 on
Gohan.
Yeah.
Super Battle Road Goku.
Right.
And then EZA, the Goku Black. Tech Super Saiyan Goku, Prime Battle Goku.
Yep.
Right, 1000 Day Goku.
1000 Day Goku. Yeah, the one that nobody has, basically. So where would you guys rank this LR amongst all of those in terms of EZAs and their boost from mediocrity to whatever this is now?
Lost.
I mean,
the lowest.
Hercule was really, really, really bad before. So as far as like the jump, I mean, he might be the biggest improved, like most improved. But I think overall, like on the list of like LR EZAs, he's probably at the very bottom.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
I can't deny anything with that.
Has anyone here even had a chance to run the 1000 Day Goku?
Nope.
The EZA one?
I've used them as a friend.
As a friend?
Oh, that's a keeper right there.
Yeah.
If you have a friend that has that 1000 Day Goku EZA, that's a keeper. Wow.
Yeah, I have two friends in my friend list who have 1000 Day Goku EZA Rainbow SA25.
2000 Day Goku.
Yep.
That's mad. I just got mine yesterday.
the 1000 days.
I have another 1000 days to go for the EZA.
Yeah, I literally just hit 1500 days like last week, so I've still got to wait over a year.
There too, man. I'm right around there too.
We've got time, bro. We've got time.
Is he worth the wait? Because I actually haven't used him. Like, do you guys think he's worth 2000 days?
I don't
By
know if
the
he's
time you get
worth
there,
2,000
probably not.
days, but he's definitely he's definitely a beast. I mean, the guy does a lot. I mean, he's pretty powerful. So, I think if you're still playing at the time that you get him, yeah, he definitely is. A lot of people I could see easily using him. It's
That's
just
what I'm saying,
getting
though,
to that
right?
2,000
That's
days.
what I'm saying. Like most people probably won't be playing this game for 2,000 days, right? Like we're very dedicated. Obviously, I think all of us will eventually get there. But for the
Yeah.
average player, they're not getting to 2,000 days on a
I mean,
gacha game.
No, probably not.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it also comes down to if the game also stays around that long. We don't know if something might go wrong or something, you know. So yeah, well, it's gonna be hard to see if we'll ever get there. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you think about a player that just starts like now, let's say they started for like during the the 5-year anniversary or something.
Jesus
By the
Christ.
time they get to 2,000 days, this guy's gonna be trash.
As
Kind
much
of like
of a
5 years in the future.
That's
as much of a
crazy.
bummer it is to have to wait 1,000 days, this actually leads into the final segment for this topic, which is the whole variety factor. When it comes to attaining an LR unit, there's more than one way to skin a cat, basically. You can summon the unit, you can farm the unit out from an event, you could wait 1,000,000 days, or you could spend 1,000,000 zenny. Do you guys think that they should be continuing this trend of adding more and more unique or creative ways to attain LRs? Or do you think people would just want a simple, you know what, here's the LR, you can either farm it or you can summon it and buy it? Do you guys think there should be more diversity, or do you think it's fine the way it is? Nolar, we'll start with you.
So we have friend point system, right?
Yeah.
The Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and then the LR androids. Time gated and Zenny gated for the Hercule. I think it's fine because it really incentivizes you to be a consistent player, and not everything is like immediate satisfaction. Like grinding a unit, yeah, it takes you like 2-3 days. You finally get it and you're done. But as it's not as fun as time gating is. It's also their means to can make you consistently log in every day, check the shop, buy it, stuff like that. So overall, I see from their business perspective, them expanding different styles of or ways to obtain LRs and EZA them. I think that's fine. Over like just from their perspective, as a hardcore player, you're just like, well, just give it to me now. I just want to play with it. I understand that perspective too, but I think it's like really good and healthy for the game overall if there's lots of different ways because they're just trying to direct you to, hey, you need to have a lot of friend points, so you got to play the game a lot to get a lot of friend points. You need a lot of zenny, well, either farm this event as much as you can or just play in general, and then you'll get enough zenny to buy the medals and awaken Hercule and EZA him. So overall I think it's a good, I don't know how else they could like incentivize you to play more, but the way they've done it so far, it's been pretty good. At least that's my opinion.
I think it's. I mean, I think like I said before, it sucks that I'll never get the 1,000-day Goku, but I think from a creative standpoint, this is the best way that they could do this because otherwise, I mean, there's this ongoing debate with gachas. Like, as soon as you understand how the game works, you can reduce it to basically 2 tasks: you summon, you play; you summon, you play. When there's more diversity, when there's more stuff going on in the mix, it's hard to just be so reductive and quantify everything in a summoning and an event. So having more ways to attain these valuable units, I feel like adds more depth to the game, and it also makes it more accessible for the other types of gamers. There's the hardcore Dokkaners, there's the whales who don't necessarily want to spend time, but they want to spend money. There's the dedicated players who don't spend money but want to spend time. There's more to give for every type of player when they have more accessible units through different means like this. I feel like this is a good thing. Even though it kind of sucks, I think it's a good thing overall. Anybody else have any thoughts on
No, I definitely agree with that. I mean, like you said, I think a way to, obviously keep people coming back is to have a variety of different ways that somebody can play a game, right? Are you a free to play player who's not going to summon or not going to spend money, I should say, but you're only going to summon every now and then? And it's like, well, what do you do? Well, you got to give them, story events to do, events like Super Battle that they can beat. Or, maybe it's been some time since that event came out, and then now they can beat it because it's more, more reasonable teams can do it. So, I definitely agree with that. As long as they don't try to really time gate at like Legends level or anything where, because I mean, you see that across the board half the time where, things get time gated all the time for their 50 battle things that they have to do in Legends or anything else like that. So as long as they don't time gate it that crazy, I think things will be fine. So